Hey Hawks fans, welcome back to Hawks Report Card. We've got a really good game to review from a Hawthorn point of view. A nice, comfortable win after virtually halfway through the second quarter. The result was probably not in doubt. It was probably just going to be how far we won by, and restricting Essendon to the five goals nine. They missed a couple of easy shots as we did, but to restrict them to 39 is a pretty good effort. The defence is pretty good at the moment, and our attack is obviously pretty good at the moment. Just totally outclassed them, younger team. Yeah, but Hawthorn comfortable winners there by 93 points. One of the most talking points out of the game was Jack Gunston with his 600th goal. Looked unlikely virtually halfway through the second quarter. I think he hadn't had one yet, and then all of a sudden, before three-quarter time, he'd already had seven. So in them two quarters, he just really got on the lead and marked beautiful passing from some of the midfielders, and the defensive players just drilled him, and there's nothing Essendon really could do just when they kick it like that. And he's such an accurate kick. Yeah, 600 would be interesting. He can go another year. He's probably going to get close to 650 if he does well by the time he finishes. Major stat differentials, as you can see, Hawthorn clearly had the best of it. 160 more disposals, which totals like 87 more kicks. You can imagine the metres gained, the difference in this game would have been, and the 75 marks. But a lot of that in the second half was, just going back, going around them, trying to stretch their defence and get an easy option to goal. But yeah, 75 more marks, 12 more clearances. They won the hit out, so it's good to win the clearances. Read their ruckman. Free kicks pretty even. The inside 50 count was a real lopsided 32. And look at the uncontested possessions plus 150. That's quite a massive discrepancy. Hawks leading runners there. Josh Battle again. He got 15.6 kilometres. That's about what he's getting now. He's a really elite runner. Two games back from his operation, so imagine next week he'll be probably cherry ripe. Harry Morrison, first time he's featured in this list, and I think Connor McDonald as well. So 14.8 and 14.6 from Connor McDonald. No Dylan Moore this week. I think that's probably one of the first weeks he's ever missed. Moving on to the first player, Harry Morrison. 26 disposals, quite a lot for him. He snuck in front of Jack there and took a mark and kicked a goal. 315 metres gained, but yeah, a lot of people question him being in the team, but I'd imagine he's in front of a few now. And if he can keep pumping numbers like that, playing up the wing, he's going to do well. But he when he goes into defence, he sort of gets beat one-on-one a little bit too easily. But hopefully he can just put up a bit of a stronger effort. But them numbers are a player who's not getting dropped anytime soon. Mitch Lewis, unfortunate news. He'll be out, so he'll miss the North Melbourne game. Hopefully, be back the week after to take on Brisbane. Should be fresh, hopefully. You never know with these injuries whether sometimes Hawthorn have taken a couple of extra weeks with them this year, but yeah, hard to judge. I mean, he didn't get to play at all, did he? John Newcomb, better. A lot more possessions this week and a lot more kicking, which is really good. 16 kicks. He got 342 metres gained. Still had a couple of turnovers, and his tackle number is down a little bit, but yeah, played a really good game. There was not as many stoppages probably to get to this week. So yeah, he got two sevens and a 7.5 there from the captain. Jarman Impey, what a game. 37 touches, 27 kicks, and 12 marks. A lot of them, half of them, I'd imagine, were intercepts. So he hit Jack a couple of times, and that left foot goal that he kicked in the last quarter was a really good goal because he pushed up the ground a lot yesterday. So, but you can see by the ratings there. I mean, most people think him and Jack, it's going to be out of them two to get BOG. But yeah, Jarman Impey got 3 nines there. He's really, in the last 2 weeks, I think he's gone back to back for BOG. So really impressive from Jarman. While Carl's not there, he's really standing up. Yeah, he's really on the attack, while the other guys are sort of more staying back and defending. But he's making the most of it, and he's looking brilliant at the moment. Nick Watson, he had 6 shots at goal there. You can see the 3-3. The two of them were quite easy. Like for him, you'd think he would have slotted them most times, but and the other one was just a quick little snap out of the pack. But 14 disposals. He only had one goal at half time, so the last couple of weeks he's done all of his damage mostly in the first half. So it was good for him to finish strongly with 2 goals in the last quarter. You can see some of them leads that Jack Gunston did when they show the footage from behind the goal. Little Wiz getting in the way of the defender, just giving Jack that metre or two advantage. And Wiz is helping. He's so smart now. He's really helps out that forward line so much. And obviously the Essendon defence are always very wary of where he was. So to get 6 shots at goals is still a really good effort for a small forward. And to kick 3 of them, like I said, the 2 he missed, you'd probably put him in the book. But hopefully next time, he's almost closing in on 50 goals, so which is a remarkable effort from the little man. But he got 3 sevens across the board there from a great game. James Sicily, here's another bloke who sort of filled up on the stat sheet. 27 disposals, 18 kicks, 10 marks, a lot of them intercepts as well. Very strong. A couple of them he just outmarked. He didn't even really jump at them. He just stood there and just marked it without them spoiling it. So he still got forward. He had a shot at goal, but you can see massive numbers, 400 and nearly 500 metres gained. His efficiency's right up there. Almost broke 100 for the AFL score, which we don't really go on here. We like to see a lot of little 1%ers that don't get registered scores like that. But that's a pretty good game for a back flanker. And he got 3 7.5s. Dylan Moore linked up and down the wing again. I was very surprised that he only got 282 metres gained, and he didn't feature in the running because he was going up and down them wings with Massimo and that quite well, and Connor McDonald as well, another one who sort of does all that. 14 kicks, 9 marks, so he did link up with them people, transitioning from defence going forward line. He had 4 tackles, which is good, and he kicked a really clever goal, quite a nice little goal. The last minute, I think he kicked it. Really good goal, just to put the icing on the cake, really. And you can see his efficiency's right up. 91, that's pretty good. 9 out of 10 kicks, that's really good efficiency, and he got a score of 83 on the AFL, but we gave him 2 7.5s and he got a 7 from Fish. Connor McDonald, he's been very consistent, probably the last month. The other guys have been a little bit up and down, but this guy, he's been pretty solid, around the 25 to 30 mark most weeks. A little bit more kicking as well from him. He's been handballing a lot lately, so to get 14 kicks, almost over 450 metres gain is quite a good game. Just had that one snap at goal where he probably might have had an option or 2 inside, but when Hawthorn had such a big lead, he might as well have a bit of a crack at it, and he did. He hit the post, would have been a really good goal. Efficiency 80 is really good. People hitting them sort of numbers is really good with that many possessions. AFL score of 108 as well. He's got 2 7.5s and a 7, but yeah, he's been really consistent. And you can see how many tackles he breaks. He really wears the opposition down. That's what Jai was sort of doing a lot last year. He doesn't do it as much this year, but Connor McDonald's really taken on tackler on and busting through the tackles. And he's doing really well and wearing the midfielders down. It's a really good game. Will Day started off really well. 2 goals in the first quarter. 2 really good goals. Left foot snaps, both of them. Went a little bit quiet. I mean, he did spend a little bit of time on the bench, but yeah, his clearances, you can see efficiency's down a little bit there, 66, but a lot of snaps out of the pack, and that his handballing is really right up there at the moment. He's really creating a lot on the offensive board with them handballs, putting people into space and really drawing a crowd and then releasing the player to run away with it. It's really good. 332 metres gained from his 21. It's probably a little bit down for him because he usually gets the ball, runs a little bit. There wasn't so much of that. But for a midfielder to hit 2 goals, really good game. Got an AFL score of 94, so it's right up there. Evie gave him an 8. Fish and Hawker went for 7s, 2 7s there for Will. Blake Harwick, Mr. Reliable, very good name for him. 22 disposals, 12 kicks, 8 marks, a lot of them intercepts as well. 2 tackles. He sort of got a bit angry in the last quarter with Durham. He sort of took it a bit personally, something that happened with Ridley and Cam McKenzie and that. So, or Redmond, sorry, it was Mason Redmond. But he sort of got a bit of an angry pill, and he was a bit angry in the last quarter. But still so good, so solid. 247 metres gained is probably a little bit low for him with that many possessions, but efficiency right up there, 86. AFL score of 85 when he's virtually in second gear most of the game, so solid in the moment. Blake Harwick and Jarman be really doing well together, combining well. Massimo, probably a little bit down for him, maybe, because he only didn't break the 200 metres gained, but got 24 disposals, 12 kicks, 6 handballs, or more than 12 handballs, sorry, 6 marks. Didn't do too much tackling and hasn't hit the scoreboard for probably over a month now, but 75% efficiency is really good for him because a lot of times he will snap out of the pack, and yeah, he still did an AFL score right there, but you can just see him teaming up really well with Jack Ginnivan, Dylan Moore, and Connor McDonald. They really will use that handball, draw a player, pop someone into space. They're doing really well at that at the moment. And then obviously one of them better kicks get hold of the ball. It's down Jack Gunston's throat or one of the other guys' throats, and we get a shot on goal. So Massimo's really contributing really well to the Hawthorn team at the moment. Lloyd Meek, I don't really watch the ruck too much. A lot of people know more about that going on. But the clearances was pretty even. I mean, that guy doesn't ruck too much, I don't think, that Blackiston. But Lloyd Meek, obviously a bigger, stronger man, but that guy could jump a little bit higher. So since Ned's been out of the team, his average disposals gone right up, like 15. That's what they probably get combined. So he's doing quite well. 8 kicks, took the 4 marks, and yeah, he's doing quite well. As long as he stays reasonably fit and fresh, like Chol's helping him and Noah Mraz is helping him, but Noah's probably going to be in a bit of trouble for a couple of weeks. But so Chol's quite a good second ruck option. So yeah, he got 2 7s and a 6.5 from Hawker. Chol, he was another one who sort of kicked a goal and got hurt, had blood raw, but he was off for a little while. Looked like I don't know whether he went underneath for a HIH test or what, but he was off the ground for a long period of time. So that limited his ground time, but 9 disposals. He sort of went in the ruck and helped out there. Good, beautiful little pass to Jack Gunston in one of the thing, and the other 2 goals were quite good as well. But not many metres gained, and efficiency's down a little bit, but like I said, he sort of looked in a bit of discomfort even in the last quarter, or third quarter and last quarter as well. So a little bit of ground time, but still did well. He kicked 2 goals. He's doing his job, and he got 3 5s there. Jack Gunston, 16 disposals, 16 kicks, and what did we get? 9 at goal. And the other ones were, you can see his efficiency's right down. So he doesn't really hit targets with his kicks, but when he's kicking a goal, he's pretty elite. Like if you can hit 7 out of 9, that's pretty good. Really good game. For 5 minutes of that third quarter, looked like that gone any longer, he probably could have kicked 2 more in that quarter. He was on fire, and the kicking was elite to him. Untouchable he was. And yeah, for him to kick so straight and get his 600th goal, massive. He would have loved to do it against the old enemy and also do it at the MCG in front of a decent crowd. I think 42,000. So with Essendon sort of struggling at the moment and being a Hawthorn home game, we weren't going to get too many Essendon people there. But Jack did really well. Got 3 9s. Noah Mraz, we've just heard the news that he's got unfortunate news we heard today that he's got some trouble. He's been in hospital. Sort of something bit like Finn McGuinness last year, but not as serious, they tell us. But how do you know with these things? They can be quite serious, and all the side effects and whatever happens afterwards as well, recovery and stuff like that. So it's unfortunate for Noah because, I mean, he's playing really well and he's doing quite well in the ruck with his limited time in there as well. He's quite a competitive young player. He's probably going to get the NAB Rising Star. I'd imagine he will. He's been probably second the last 2 weeks. So I'd imagine he's going to get it this time. But yeah, look at them stats. 5 marks, a lot of them intercepts, a couple of strong pack marks, contested, really good player. His kicking, he didn't take on as much this week with his kicking. He really limited himself to just little short passes and stuff like that. He did a couple of long bombs when he got in trouble. But yeah, most of the time he just hit a little target, which is what you have to do when he gets his confidence up and just works on that technique a little bit, hopefully. But Evie Fish gave him 7s and the Hawker gave him 6.5. Josh Weddle, really had a game of taking them on, a lot of bounces. I still question that 250 metres gained. I'd imagine he would have ran with the ball when he bounced it. Must have had like at least 6, 7 bounces. Could even be more. Um, but he had the 19 disposals, 7 kicks, so he got caught taking him on a couple of times, but we don't mind that. Once the game was comfortable, Hawthorn seemed to have been a little bit more about entertaining and trying to kick big scores. So him and Bailey McDonald really took him on. Got caught a couple of times bouncing it, but yeah, it's quite exciting being at the ground and seeing him get on a bit of a run. And yeah, his efficiency is 83. He's kicking a lot better. He's not obviously. I think he's better suited not shooting a goal. That's when he gets a little bit um, what do you say, a bit inconsistent when he's kicking a goal. So he hasn't had a shot for a little while, and hopefully that he can keep playing where he does. He's he plays quite tall for his size, and he's obviously fast enough when he's playing on a small. But yeah, I still question that 251 metres gained. I think he probably did a bit more than that. But it's a really good game from Josh, who's had 2 games back now from his month off, and I'd imagine he'd be pretty much back to peak fitness. And we probably should see the best of him from here until the finals. Hopefully everything goes well. So he got 2 6.5s and a 6 from Hawker. Josh Battle, probably a little bit quieter for him. He played up the ground. He wasn't called on as much as he usually is. 21 disposals, still 11 kicks, 5 marks, 2 tackles. Really good game. 330 metres gained almost. And his efficiency is always high. He's such a classy player. And you saw he ran the Ks. So very good player. I mean, him and Blake Hardwick, they all, Jarman Impey, they're very, very solid defenders. They don't make too many mistakes. They might get caught out on the hop when a turnover or something like that, but they're so good now. You can see Essendon only scoring 39 points. Amazing effort from our defenders. Josh Ward, really classy game in close. 9 marks. You can see him linking up them short little kicks, but he got caught maybe once, twice with holding the ball, but taking him on in close quarters, quite good. We were sitting quite close to the fence, and we got to see him close up, and he's so skillful, he doesn't get very flustered. Almost got his 400 metres gain, which is good for him. His efficiency is right up there, 86, and I reckon that's one of his highest scores in AFL score, the 122. But yeah, all the clearances and the linking up he does, he's very good. Yeah, he's getting quite good at a misdirection. Like it looks like he's going one way and he'll go the other, and he's really playing good at the moment. Cam McKenzie looked a little bit indifferent game from him, but when you watch the replay and that, he's quite good, because when I saw he only had the 9 kicks, 2 of them were at goal, so 7 kicks in the midfield. You think the numbers are down, but he did do a lot of handballing. Only got the 238 metres gained, but he did hit the scoreboard. He could have had 2. I mean, just missed the first one, and then he got the hit back a couple of moments later and got the goal. His efficiency, that's pretty good, and the AFL score is it's a really good game for a midfielder. But Essendon's midfield's probably at its weakest at the moment, so you'd hope that they'd have a little bump up their scores against them, and he did, Cam. So yeah, hopefully against North, go up against a little bit of a classier midfield, I think. So next week he'll get a chance to go on from this game. Jack Ginnivan, a little bit quieter as well, not required as much, but he kicked a nice goal, and yeah, he linked up really well. He's never rushed. 12 kicks, the 1 goal, 300 metres gained, and efficiency of 75, still really good. Well, got 87 for the AFL score, which is really good. He got 3 6.5s, but I mean, his tackling's sort of gone off a little bit, but he's linking up so well. Hawthorn can really control the ball, so he's another one of them players that just gets in a little bit of space, and he's never rushed, and usually he'll hit a target or send someone on their way, into the forward line on a good kick. Ollie Greaves had a couple of moments he probably want back. Obviously that mark, and he dropped when Hawthorn really were putting on some big scoreboard pressure on Essendon, and he dropped that mark. He probably could have kicked that goal, and the one on the outer wing where he just had the mark and popped it on the full. But obviously at a big moment, he was the one passing it to Jack for his 600th, and he was probably celebrating it more than Jack was. So he'll remember that for ages, I'd imagine. He's quite a good player. I think he's going to be good. With with Noah probably going to miss this week, there's maybe one. I don't think anyone's coming back. So Carl Amon's not coming back and Nash's not coming back. So I'd imagine he keeps his place, and yeah, it would be interesting to see if he can just improve a little bit. Obviously we want him laying tackles and that, but yeah, he's doing okay. And Tom Barras got outmarked once by Caddy. It looked like he had him dead to rights there as well, but Caddy did a really good mark against quality opposition in Tom, but he's like Josh Battle and Blake Hardwick and Impey, he's just in great form, and they're just teaming up so well together. They know what each other's doing, and they're really stopping it. Even when he's looks out of place, he'll just get a spoil in. He took the 6 marks this time, got 11 possessions. That's high for him. And yeah, he's got a 51 AFL score, but he got 2 7.5s and a 7 from Hawker. It's just so solid, just great player. Bailey McDonald, 12 disposals, so down a little bit, but he took the game on through the middle of the ground a couple of times with them runs. Got caught, but it doesn't matter. He's taking it on. It's really good. He's got to build on that confidence, and just when his opportunity is to go, he's got to go as well. So he's quite good at defending as well. So it'll be interesting when Carl comes back who goes out. But with Noah missing this week, he's definitely playing again. And you can see there 3 tackles, 3 marks, and he got the almost 200 metres gained. But a lot of that's through his legs. His kicking still, he's not confident enough to really try and cross the ball back into the centre of the ground or anything like that. He's not up for that. But yeah, his running is quite good. It's still a good game. Going on to the votes, this is going to be quite a common theme on this game against Essendon. Evie's given Jarman Impey 3, Jack Gunston 2, and Josh Ward 1, and gave a special mention to her favourite player, Will Day, for kicking 2 goals in 1 quarter. Just a heads up, I think everyone has gone exactly the same 3. Jarman Impey, Jack Gunston, Josh Ward 1. It's pretty hard to knock them 2 off the top, but I think Josh Ward was clearly the next best. I gave Harry Morrison a mention. I don't think he's featured in anyone's votes this year, but for him to get 27 touches and a lot of metres gained and kicked a goal, so he's doing well, and also featured in the running. And Hawker, he went the same 3 and gave a special mention to the captain, James Sicily, who obviously wouldn't have been far off getting the votes as well. But a lot of Hawthorn players. I'm pretty sure every person got a pass mark. So Evie, I'd just like to thank you for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and just drop in the comments who you think was best on ground. I mean, a lot of people are going to go for Jack Gunston or Jarman Impey, but we just all went for Jarman. Just so many metres gained, over nearly 900 metres, and kicked the goal himself. So. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to review next week's game against North Melbourne in Tassie. So it's our last home game in Tassie. We're probably going to have 4 more games there next year, and then that's it. So Hawthorn had a stronghold down there. I think North Melbourne have had an unfortunate game against St Kilda today. So hope Hawthorn are going to be short price favourites, but we don't want to go down there thinking it's a win, especially what happened down there last time. So sign the season off down in Tassie with a nice win against North Melbourne, and then we don't want to look too far ahead, but Brisbane's the week after, and that's going to be a massive game for where Hawthorn finish on the ladder. So hopefully we tick off North Melbourne in Tassie, and you'll hear it on the Hawks report card. So thank you very much.